The following podcast is brought to you by the Johners Podcasting Network, found exclusively at WrestlingWithJohners.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Johners Podcasting Network proudly presents this special attraction of shooting shit. Inmates have taken over the whole shooting gallery because our one and only DDJ will not be here with us tonight. So strap in, strap on, and get ready for the madness. Shooting shit starts now.
I just gotta have a reason to play beef every once in a while, so.
What is wrong with you, dude?
I start piling on the investment money.
Ladies and gentlemen, as we stated, this is a special 20th episode. The inmates have taken over shooting shit. You've got myself, the hot one, Giovanni Too Hottie, here with my co-host with the most tonight, the premier Joey K. Let the people know how you're feeling today.
It is I, the one and only, the Pacific Island Playboy himself, the premier Joey K. And it looks like Daddy went out for a pack of smokes and he never came back. We get to do whatever the fuck we want tonight, and we're going to have some fun. We're going to break some rules. We're probably going to piss some people off, and we're not going to give two shits either. But in all seriousness, a lot of love to DDJ. We're not going to go into detail, and we're not going to talk about it, but he needed some good time off, a much needed rest this week. Got a lot of things going on, so we're going to send some love and support out to him because we do love him. He does keep this show running. He keeps us on track as well too, and we do love him. We care about him. So get some rest, take some time, and we'll see you soon, buddy.
Brother, I thought he was still streaking down the quad after they fired Matt Nagy.
I tried to keep it like real serious, and then you actually have to drop what's going on. I mean, the man is just like full ball bag flapping around downtown Chicago right now. And, he's literally probably arrested as we're speaking. But, I mean, come on.
It's cold out there.
Classy.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's cold out there. If you see him, give him a beer, blanket, handkerchief, something. Help out DDJ if you see him in the streets of downtown Chicago.
Hang on. I had to fix my microphone. I almost blew it up. Well, I guess even when it's two of us, somebody has to shit the bed, and it's this guy.
Why not? It's going to be the theme of the night. Two of us here, one of us shits the bed, the other one has to keep going. So, well, what do we get into first?
Story of my love life as well, too, right there. Or in my personal life. Somebody has to shit the bed, and somebody just has to keep going. So, fuck.
That's life, dude. I mean, what are we going to do? DJ's the question guy. How are we going to keep this rolling tonight?
He is. So how about this? How about the two most outspoken sons of bitches on this podcast just throw out some random shit for you guys? There's a whole lot going on in the pro wrestling world, and honestly, we are going to save some of it for when our partner does get back. But we can throw out a few little nuggets here and there, some things that definitely entertain us, talk some shit, throw in some random wild facts. How about the time that, I almost shit myself on camera? Because I'm good for shitting my pants at least once a year. And we are, at this point, just about 11 days into the new year, and I almost went full on. And you don't want to do it in January. You really don't, because that's a long, long wait for the rest of the year. So, anyhow, pro wrestling and news of pro wrestling talk and things of that nature. Where do we start? Do we start at all 87 hours of Wrestle Kingdom this year?
Oh, God. It was so good, though. It was good.
Hold on. So good. Fuck you. Night 1, so good. Night 2, it might as well have been written by WWE writers because that was some bullshit. And if you fucking disrespect me and say it wasn't, I will fucking fly to Texas and I will slap the shit out of you. It was the most like, oh my God, they're literally going to put every fucking baby face over.
But they had to going into the big thing with Noah. And this is like, we're going to fight on it a little bit, I know. But going into night 3,
I get that.
They had to. Like, I would have loved to see Will Ospreay walk out with the belt. In my mind, he is still the true definitive champion. They just put it on Okada so he could look good on night 3. But I mean, you had to. They kind of booked themselves into a corner, which is not New Japan like.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, yeah, I can say what I want to now, but the truth is, yeah, you're right. It's not New Japan. Like, they typically don't do that. This happened to be a kind of a special one-off situation, but to book yourself into a corner on the second night of Wrestle Kingdom, which has now become their staple of 2 nights of Wrestle Kingdom. You have the qualifiers for the title, and then you have the main event title match the second night. It kind of just lost all steam, knowing it's just like, oh shit, they're putting the title back on Okada. Okay, cool. I can dig that, but story-wise, no. I mean, you have fucking gold with Will Ospreay. You have absolute gold. But you have to do it because it's New Japan versus Noah 4 days later. Yeah. And, and if you think fucking New Japan's not going over in that one, that's the other thing that I kind of like was like, it's a little disappointing. This is what happens. This is why, and this will tie into a lot of stuff. The whole Forbidden Door. Everybody loves the Forbidden Door. Who's coming through next? Companies working with each other. Fucking WWE's probably jumping in now. Awesome. Great. But here's the problem. And this is the problem with fucking AEW, Impact, with New Japan, with WWE, with fucking whoever. Somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. And the problem is, whose show are you on?
Right.
You're not going to see, and we didn't see major Impact talent really fucking go over and get over on AEW television. No. We don't see... you're not going to see, I hate to say it, spoiler alert, but you're not going to see Mickie James win the fucking Royal Rumble. It's going to be cool that she shows up, and I really hope she shows up with the Impact title as well, too, because that's really a fucking big deal.
She shouldn't have even retained. That was such a bullshit call, I know why they did it.
And a lot of it has to do with this reason here. But at the same time, you're not going to see her go over on a WWE show because she's not a WWE talent. And that's the problem with the Forbidden Door. Whoever's show you're on, you're not going to get the W. And that's exactly what it was. It was a New Japan event. They marketed it. It was Wrestle Kingdom Night 3. So for all intents and purposes here, it's New Japan show. If you think fucking Congo and that group is going over on a New Japan show, like, as cool as they fucking are, it's just not going to happen. They're not going to book it that way. And it's almost like you kind of know what's coming. Don't fucking tell me a lie, Shawn Michaels. I don't know. Like, it's come on. It's a little bit of a letdown, and that's how night 2 of Wrestle Kingdom was. It was a little bit of a fucking letdown because they had to blow the whole Will Ospreay story.
But dude, I mean, there were still good matches there though during night 2. Even though there was some predictable results, you know where they were going once you saw the first title change. Yeah, there were still some bad bangers there.
Don't get me wrong, the matches were good, but it was just the endings, the finishes were so predictable because of what they had to set up. Yeah, and okay. So LIJ, which actually had the most badass entrance altogether at the fucking Noah show. Beautiful. Where they all came out in their full fucking gear. And I was like, sold. Like, literally just splat right on the fucking computer. So, like, should Naito go over Cobb? Because Cobb has been built up as this fucking monster since the G1? No, he probably shouldn't. Yeah. And then he comes out and does the fucking challenge to Okada after Okada wins the title. And I'm like, oh, here we fucking go again, which... They had a classic at Wrestle Kingdom 2 years ago, like, fucking beautiful. Yeah. But you shit on Ospreay, you shit on Cobb. Like, it's just like going downhill. It's like all these stars that you built, they took the WWE approach. You build somebody up, and people are like, oh, fuck, this guy's legit, just to go, and now we're done. That was it. So that was a bummer to me.
A lot of that too with the whole Okada thing. Okada going over Ospreay, of course, unfortunately makes sense because of night 3 against Noah. You know, you have to put out your big stars. Okada is in JPW as much as anybody, and they're not going to have their main champ be a Gaijin going into the damn big cross promotional with Noah, because that's kind of like a no for them.
I do get that point, but that's where I stand. It's they booked themselves into that fucking corner because of that.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know you're gonna put fucking Keiji Muto versus fucking Will Ospreay. Okay, I'd actually
I would like to see that too.
Fucking love that, but I mean in the aspect of New Japan versus Noah,
it's got to be Okada.
I get it. There's a reason Okada and Tanahashi were the fucking main event, and they're both carrying titles out. I get. Same thing with Kenta, but Jesus Christ, did you read about what happened to Kenta? Fucking dude dislocated his hip, broke a rib, fucking like 10 things.
People say wrestling's not real needs to look at how Kenta walked out of Wrestle Kingdom. He barely got out of there.
With a lot of fucking help is how he walked out of Wrestle Kingdom. Anybody who shits on, and I remember this clearly, people shit on him when he came to NXT. Oh, his fucking shoulder. He's hurt again. Okay, that should tell you it's a legit fucking injury, because this dude went out and straight destroyed his fucking body for Wrestle Kingdom this year in that fucking US title match. That was wild. That was a fucking car crash. I mean, we were 2 steps away from fucking straight up old school Japanese death match.
Yeah.
You know,
just need the barbed wire.
Needed the barbed wire and some fire. Like, that would be fucking it right there. That was a car crash, and Kenta got wrecked. And I was disappointed because Kenta was supposed to be on one of the Noah teams. Yep. If I recall. Like, he was wrestling, he's contracted to New Japan, but he was wrestling representing Noah, which is dope. If you don't really know, everybody out there, Kenta made his fucking bones in Noah. He was one of the, if not the premier fucking star of Noah from, God, I don't even know when, like 2000, I'm probably way off here, 7.
Like, right to the 10s, right before the WWE run.
Yeah, and like he was the fucking Okada of Noah, basically. So pretty dope that he was going to represent them. But yeah, the booking into a corner, man. I'm like, oh, how fucking McMahon of you to book all your fucking top New Japan talent because you have this big mega show 4 days later. That kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Put the genie back in my bottle, as I would like to say. But other than that, it's totally fucking worth like $10 a month for New Japan. Because, you know, I mean, Jesus Christ, I'm not here to try to plug their shit, but for fuck's sake, man, there's so much content on there, and it's $10. Speaking of fucking content, though, how about my man, fucking Jonathan Gresham, announcing Terminus will be streamed on Fight, which means we're only going to miss the first 45 fucking minutes of it, Fight TV. Oh, wait, sorry, that's GCW and Fight TV's deal. My bad. I forgot about that. But still, I hope they get the streaming shit correct, because I'm fucking pumped for this card.
But it must be nice for everybody who's not going to be at the card.
Oh, who's not going to be at the card?
Well, you know, I can tell you who is going to be at the card. It's a lot easier.
Okay, let's go there. Let's go the easy route. Who is going to be at Terminus in Atlanta, Georgia this Sunday, January 16th?
I will be at Terminus this Sunday, January 16th.
Shit. Guess who's going to be on his? Guess who's going to be on his couch watching it on Fight TV? Allegedly, this guy.
Let me know how that first 45 minutes goes.
I'll be expecting some live text, so you better charge your fucking phone. Unlike Ring of Honor, where I'm like, yo, I've been messaging you. You're like, yeah, my phone died.
Dude,
Fuck, man.
I had tickets to fly into Atlanta, but I'm so jaded after Baltimore and Chicago. I'm driving the 12 hours there. So yeah, it'll be
all you
charged.
rental car places out there, fucking Hertz Rental or Enterprise or whoever the fuck is out there. This man is gonna drive 12 fucking hours from Texas to Georgia because he doesn't trust your stupid asses with getting a fucking reservation correct.
Yes.
Shame on you, rental industry. You fucking twats.
The real fucking heels in all of this is the fucking rental car companies and the shady dealings they have.
Ironically enough, rental car companies, a true staple of professional wrestling as well too. So really funny that's this all kind of circles together, man. We're just all in the same fucking pot swimming around here.
Just you don't feel more like a professional wrestler until you catch the red eye from Dallas to Baltimore, Baltimore to Chicago, and Chicago back to Dallas. I got back home feeling like I was the fucking world champion.
And then you fucking passed out that night.
Oh God, I was dead to the world. Dead to the world, dude. It was horrible. It was the best rest ever.
Back on the Terminus though. So the cards changed a little bit.
Subject to change,
which is cool, but there's so much fucking stacked talent on that card. Holy fucking shit, because they just changed it. Now it's Moose versus Mike Bennett.
Yes.
As of recording today, January 10th, the evening, slowly turning into the 11th. That's a fucking match right there. Like,
especially if he brings Maria, because there's a meet and greet there. I would love to meet the Bennetts.
Fuck yeah. What is up? That's going to be a fucking classic. The whole card is going to be stacked. I love it. I love Ring of Honor getting their title defended. I mean, it's Gresham's show, so he can do whatever the fuck he wants.
Going to come out in a real freaking mechanical octopus suit.
Oh my God. Like a la Marty Scurll at fucking Wrestle Kingdom when he had the giant mechanical fucking wings a few years ago. Holy fucking badass shit. That he paid to have built and shipped over himself, like all out of pocket. Like, fucking props to you.
That's why I love Marty, man. Even though like whatever happened, I'm gonna let that bullshit go. But I'm a Marty fan just for shit like that. The pageantry and the character of the villain, good.
Fuck yes. Hey, props to you, Puerto Rico, because you're getting a fucking talent down there. I know he's working a lot down in Puerto Rico right now.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah. But so I want to see. I just want to see the whole show. I want to see how it's built. I want to see how it plays out. I'm super stoked. It's like $15 on fucking Fight TV. It is officially sold out as of today, so you can't get tickets now. So buy that shit, stream it, watch it, because if you do, there's gonna probably be more. Yep. And I'm excited for it. Anything Gresham does is awesome. Speaking of which, fuck yeah, him defending the Ring of Honor title everywhere. Just had a fucking classic at Hard to Kill Impact's pay-per-view last weekend.
So much respect for Alex Shelley in that match.
I missed it. No bullshit, because I was busy watching the fucking Eagles get the fucking shit stomped out of them by the Cowboys, whatever.
That was talking about.
Dude, it was your fucking starters celebrating like they're winning the Super Bowl, playing our fucking practice squad.
So, no. Whose decision wasn't not to come out at full strength? That was y'all's coaches.
We know that the playoffs are coming. That was Coach COVID. Hey. We had a lot of fucking starters had COVID last week. So
half of our defense had COVID. You guys should have been able to deep bomb
how does
that
explain? How does that explain most of your fucking season then? Y'all had COVID for fucking like 8 weeks out of 17. Get the fuck out of here.
No, our defense is badass. But last week when we played you guys,
are you fucking kidding me?
Dude, we have one player that has more interceptions than your whole team. Don't play me. But we had some of our big playmakers out on COVID. You guys, and honestly, when I was watching the game, I was telling my family that was watching it with me. I said, Jesus, if Philadelphia, pulls their head out of their ass and this Minshew Mania dude can bomb it, we have no secondary right now because none of our corners were there. And, thank God the pass rush got to him and he couldn't throw worth a damn because they weren't able to exploit it.
Hey, well, fun fact on that too. That guy who I'm pretty sure it's the guy who has all those interceptions also has been burned for more fucking yards than any other fucking corner in the entire league this year too. So I mean, it kind of goes a little bit there. You know?
Yeah, hey, you give some, you take some. He gets the big moments. He'll let you burn him for a little bit, but he'll get you when it matters.
It wasn't a little bit, homie. That was a record breaker. That's more than a little
So
bit.
was 11 interceptions.
Anyway, I missed it, but I went back and I watched the match, and because I was following along, the initial reaction was, "Holy shit, just fucking stole the show," and I'm like, "Well, goddamn, now I gotta fucking go back and watch it," and yeah, that was a fucking show stealing type of match. That whole fucking card was really good.
The card was stacked.
I know
match
we go
after
back
match.
and forth. We go back and forth a lot about fucking people sleeping on Impact and, not giving the fucking props where it's due. And holy shit, like that fucking card was legit. The fucking women's Ultimate X was fucking wild. Of course, the fucking hardcore tag team fucking hardcore war, that was wild. And of course the wild ending of the fucking Ring of Honor invasion, which was awesome. I know your thoughts on Deanna Purrazzo and Mickie James. Hey, and again, another shout out there, not part of the full invasion in the ring, but Roxy, wasn't she ringside for that?
She was ringside for that match, man.
Ringside with calling out Deanna, which was cool. There's so much fucking good shit on that card, and it was just like top to bottom. That was like one of the better fucking shows I've seen in months.
Yeah.
So shout out to Impact. I know they don't fucking have a lot of viewers, man, but
they need to do something about that because they're putting on an absolutely great product. And if this ROH invasion keeps going, just can't fucking wait.
Well, in the same week, they have an ROH invasion, which is cool. And then in the same week, ROH announces their return. Supercard of Honor, April 2nd? April 1st, Friday night in fucking Texas, in Dallas, WrestleMania weekend. Interested to see how they pull that off and who's at that show and what happens. In the same week of the Ring of Honor invasion, we have that. We also have fucking Impact lending out Mickie James to the WWE of all fucking places for the Royal Rumble. And I know I shot on that a little bit, but seriously, that's fucking huge.
That's a big deal, but look at why, though. WWE has cut all their women roster. They desperately need people that their fans know.
Okay, yes, agree. However, it's even more fucking huge, though, that they reached out to a fucking company. They didn't go down. They're not pulling up. I mean, they're probably still going to, but they're not like surprise fucking NXT returns or shit like that. They're not pulling somebody from the indie world like they could. They went out and they got the fucking Impact Women's Champion. Like, to me, that's a little bit more of a bigger fucking deal than, hey, we let a lot of women go from our roster and we haven't been pushing women's wrestling as much as we should have. That's a huge thing.
To me, it screams that we haven't been pushing women's wrestling like we should have, so we had to go back and let go of somebody that we fucking gave a trash bag to.
Okay, yeah, the trash bag thing's a little shitty. But obviously she's over and she's going back to work a fucking show for him. So, I mean, dude, you can send me all my shit. You can shit in a trash bag and send it to my house if you're going to pay me enough for it. And I'll gladly fucking accept it. I'll fucking take video of myself unwrapping it. So, I get that. But it's more in the aspect of, like, WWE has cut themselves off from every fucking interpromotional thing in the past 20 plus years. Okay. Yeah. The last real company they worked with was probably ECW.
And then they took over ECW.
And then they ended up buying it out, when it went bankrupt and Heyman had to sell out.
You got that abomination of the WWE
okay,
ECW.
We don't need to talk about that.
I'm just saying, are we going to see the same shit with Impact? I'm scared, legitimately.
No. I don't think we're going to see the same kind of shit with Impact. But what I do think is, it opens a lot of eyes. It gets a lot of people talking about the product, And it gives you that vibe. The Royal Rumble has been notorious for years of the who's going to show up surprise. I mean, I talk about some of the biggest ones. I mean, honestly, to me, the biggest one of all time is probably AJ. Number 3. AJ coming out at number 3, and it's just like you see the I am, and then phenomenal. Pop up, and I'm like, holy fucking shit, are we really going to see this?
Yeah.
You know, so I think they wanted that back. They want that vibe, that fucking you don't know what's coming. You think you know, but you don't know. And it's become so fucking predictable in fucking McMahon world that it's like, it's almost cringeworthy. And now they got that. They got that vibe. They're like randomly announced Mickie James on a fucking SmackDown episode.
Yeah.
And then they had McAfee announce her as the Impact Women's World Champ. Dude, which is another fucking baller move. Props to Impact for that.
When he did that, I'm like, oh shit, did McAfee fuck up somewhere? Like, because you know he goes off script a lot. My first thought was, oh, this dude just, freaking word slipped something he shouldn't have. But apparently, no, they're cool with it.
No, they even went out on social media that way too. So to me, that was that's a bigger thing than anything else. I know there's a lot of other subplots here that it could be, but for me, it's just like, wow, you finally have a fucking company you're working with after 20 plus years. And they just happen to be the same company that has literally worked with everybody.
Yeah.
AEW, New Japan, Ring of Honor.
Impact is that girl at the very, very last 5 minutes of the bar before closing. Everyone's going to get their turn with her. And that's Impact.
That's disparaging. That's disparaging to even say.
Who's watching Impact Wrestling? Nobody.
Impact is that really, really kind of cute girl. She's attractive. She's cute. She's not like, oh my God, look at me, I'm super hot. Like, she doesn't put herself out there like that, but total like girl next door, cute. But who you think is just really, really nice, and oh, that's sweet. She's so nice, and she always friendly and always says hi. But then she's an absolute fucking freak. And you find this out. And you're like, oh shit, you're into some freaky ass shit. I never put clamps on my nipples, but goddamn it, I'm gonna try it today. And you're like caught off guard by that. And it's a pleasant fucking surprise, because you know what? There's another fucking animal like me out there. Thank you. It's like, hey, God made a platypus. And he made 2 of them. So awesome. If you believe in God or whatever, I don't give a fuck. Anyway, point was, Impact is just out there fucking doing whatever the fuck they want, whenever the fuck they want. They're like, oh, we want to put this on TV? Yeah, we'll fucking put it on TV. Oh, you want your guy to come in and win the Impact World title? What the fuck? Why not? And then on top of that, they have a fucking killer roster. So Impact's doing the Lord's work out there, man. Just week in, week out. Nobody's watching it, but goddamn it, it's happening. If a tree falls in the woods, obviously it still makes a noise. This is what we're getting from fucking Impact right now. So props to them, fucking Scott D'Amore, Team Canada. Way to go, bro.
Before we get off of Impact, because I have another, you lit something up in my brain when we were talking just now on that segment, but
clamps. I know, nipple clamps.
It wasn't the nipple clamps. But with Impact, dude, I mean, you see some of these things at Impact, you read into some of their stuff on the dirt sheets, what ROH and Impact is doing. And ROH is claiming any match with their people out there, they're going to have rights to that match. Even if it's an Impact show, that match specifically, ROH retains the right to it.
Yeah, that's a big thing too. And I actually like that. That was a fucking strong move. I read that.
I love that. That's a hell of a power move.
And I think if I read correct, it was like, they have the rights, but it's not going to air until later. So obviously you're going to give whatever promotion they're working in the first fucking run of it, but then ROH is allowed to fucking pro. And I think that falls in from the whole fucking All In situation.
Yeah.
Where nobody can watch All In because nobody is really clear on who has the fucking rights to it.
Who owns it?
Yeah. And I mean, that would be probably one of the best selling fucking wrestling DVDs or Blu-rays out there today, but nobody knows.
Sparked a revolution.
Yeah, nobody has that clear fucking dude. I still have my same old ass DVR box from fucking Comcast right now because I had that shit saved on my DVR, and it's an old school one that still has the hard drive in it, so it's saved on there. It's not even digital, so I'm fucked. I got to keep this thing till it burns out because every now and then, like I'll go back and we'll watch fucking All In. Man, that was a killer show.
You just need to get you a recording camera, old school style. Record the TV with the recording camera. Call it a day.
Oh yeah, I mean I could totally do that, but I also want people like cell phone ringing like all dark like the movie theater and shit. Fucking
You could get a VCR, really old school.
Oh yeah, I could do
Deal
that.
with tracking.
I saw one at the Goodwill. Like I was legit at the Goodwill and I saw a VCR there and I was like, I wonder if that fucking works because like that's dope. Yeah. By the way, I don't know who's been dumping record collections at my local Goodwill, but goddamn, you're a fucking legend.
Dude, I found Tupac at a Goodwill.
What the fuck? Dude? Like legit? Like he's still alive, Tupac?
No, the album. Come on, we're talking about albums.
Oh. I thought he was just like, was he like ringing you out? Like, I'm like,
just
shit.
Out, no,
He's just chilling. He's just chilling. I'll be like, yo, when's your smoke break, bro? Let's go chill. Fuck, man, that's what's up. Anyway,
it's probably how you get away though. It's like how you hide or how you just like fake your own death or whatever. You just end up working at Goodwill. No one looks those people in the eyes.
Yeah, nobody does. Like everybody's like real weird and quiet. It smells kind of funny, and then nobody like makes eye contact. So, anyway, yeah, dude, fucking Goodwill is coming through with the record collection. Anyway, no, Impact's doing their fucking work right now, and I love it. But I do love the rumor of potential men's Forbidden Door entrant.
So where is the Rumble this year? That's how much I don't watch WWE. I don't even know what state it's in.
I have no fucking idea. I legit only found out because I had to Google it tonight when it is, which is, by the way, January 29th. Like if I gave you my fucking, it is, I don't know.
You're doing awesome tonight. Man, that's why we need DDJ. He knows his stuff.
Exactly. This is why it's a fucking shit show. It's in St. Louis.
St. Louis.
The Dome at America's Center. I'd like to get some Dome at America's Center.
I've gotten Dome at no, I'm just joking.
Weird flex, bro. Did you get a rental car there?
No. You don't get a rental car there for that.
Yeah, it's in St. Louis. So I had no idea where it was either. I literally looked it up earlier tonight because I was like, when the fuck is the Royal Rumble? Because for the moments I did watch Raw, I watched my all-time favorite professional wrestler, Damian Priest. And I say that with all the fucking sarcasm in the world.
Or Punishment Martinez.
Well, the Royal Rumble is next month. And I was like, wait a second. No, it's not. It's still in fucking January, bro. So I had to Google it to double check. And it's still in January. You're just a dumb fuck who doesn't know when your big pay-per-view is that you just cut a huge fucking promo about, I'm going to win. I declare myself for the Royal Rumble. Shut the fuck up, guy. Oh, my God.
He's got about as good a chance as Johnny Knoxville does. So
he's got about as good a chance as I do. And I am not going to be in St. Louis. I'll be at home, probably not watching the Royal Rumble. But until somebody says, holy shit, did you see what just happened? And like, fuck, I got to watch it. No, truthfully is, God, what a waste of a character, Damian Priest. I hope they bring Bad Bunny back just so people will watch him again.
Damn.
Don't look at me because I'm not going to watch that pile of steaming horse shit. I could care less.
Anyways,
I hate it here.
The Rumble.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Back the Royal Rumble. Fucking Royal Rumble. I'm stoked about the rumors for a potential men's surprise Forbidden Door entrant. And I'm gonna let the hot one fill in who that is.
So everybody's talking about this Forbidden Door. Of course, Mickie James is already the big name announced. But if you read the dirt sheets and the guys that have nothing better to do with their lives but sit in their basement and tweet at Kenny Omega all day, every day, people are feeling that Chris Judas, yes, Chris Jericho from AEW, could be a surprise entrant into the Royal Rumble this year. And dude, I'm all for it because we know he left on good terms. He's still Vince's homie. They're still good. But we were talking before show how we want to see him come out. Tell the people how we want to see that happen.
Yeah, so we were bullshitting a little bit, and well, first of all, we both agree that probably the best pick for the Forbidden Door, especially if you're going with an AEW WWE relationship. I don't think anybody else on the AEW roster would be a good fit for that. It would get a pop, it would get some like reaction out of it, but I think Jericho is the absolute fucking monster to do it. Because he's still so beloved in WWE. I mean, he's a legend at this point. So, but we were talking about like hearing that fucking countdown, like the fucking Jericho countdown. But instead of getting, break the walls down, we just get and get the fucking straight up Judas soundtrack. A little mix of the fucking old WWE with what he's doing now. Holy shit. And how about I one up you and say this? How about he comes out as the fucking Painmaker, face painted up? Dude, like tell me you don't want to see the fucking Painmaker version of Jericho show up in WWE and everybody standing in the fucking ring going, huh? We didn't know he's coming. Huh? Who's
Who
that?
The hell is this?
It's fucking Chris Jericho. There's the reason you all still have paychecks because people tuned into WWE to see Chris Jericho for a long, long time when he was one of the only things that were fucking decent on that whole show, on any of their programming. So you better know who the fuck he is. Number two is, I think a great mix between the two. Just give a little something, people will pop for that old Jericho countdown. But then once they hear Judas, I think that pop will go from here to fucking here because they'll get what's happening. Like, holy
the Marks
shit.
would love it.
Oh, yeah, that's full. You want the fucking Marks to come back? You want the fucking IWC to come back to WWE? Drop fucking playing Judas for Chris Jericho entering the fucking Royal Rumble.
It would be the biggest freaking stadium full of people singing Judas.
The fucking dome at America Center will be getting a lot of fucking dome that night. Seriously. It will be all unprecedented. Off the fucking charts. Just gallons of fucking wrestling love goo all over. I mean, it's going to look like somebody microwaved a bag of marshmallows in there. It's going to fucking pop. It's going
to be that night at Bubba the Love Sponges. But anyway.
And you're just going to hear it's going to be fucking awesome. So that's the rumor. That's the rumor mill. We're just throwing our 2 cents in there as well too. If not, what would be the most oddball fucking out there wild just Royal Rumble entrance? Like any promotion, any fucking Forbidden Door entry, who would be the fucking wildest, craziest one?
This one's so easy for me because he comes from St. Louis, Missouri. And this announcement is being brought to you in all caps. Coming down to the ring, the former IWTV heavyweight champion of the world. He rolls ass, baby. Warhorse. You imagine Warhorse running down that ramp, just freaking headbanging all the way into the ring? It'd be badass.
Dude, it's okay. So I laugh. It's funny because I like Warhorse, but at the same time, there'd be like 12 people in the WWE universe. I'd be like, fuck it, it's Warhorse. And everybody's like, who the fuck is that guy? Like that's the biggest problem. That's the biggest problem is like the universe only knows the fucking universe. Yeah. This is why I said Jericho's such a good pick because he's so fucking beloved by the WWE universe still that it would make sense. But yeah, I just imagine like, and this is no fucking shade because I love men so fucking much. But I love men so much. I love men so much. I just picture in my head that fucking, I want to see fucking fired up, full on, straight crazy Eddie Kingston come march down to the ring, straight up bushwhacker style, roll up and in, just sprint across the ring, and fucking just clothesline somebody, throw himself out, and just fucking stomp all the way to the back. Like he was in there for 4 seconds, but maybe like a double clothesline, he takes out like 2 fucking dudes. Like if he comes in and he's just all fucking pissed off, and he takes out like fucking Bobby Roode and fucking Dolph Ziggler, just like hits both of them because nobody fucking cares about them anyway. So he fucking just double clotheslines and they all flip over and he's all fucking mad and stomps off and maybe throws in a fucking bushwhacker march. I don't know. I just think that would be fucking classic.
I could top that.
I marked the fuck out. What do you got?
Bryan Danielson comes down, yesing all the way down the ramp, just to be met at the ring ropes by a bro kick over the top, walks his ass way back.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's so bad. It's so
WWE history in its greatness.
That's so bad. Or like, you know, just something fucking real out there. Like why isn't fucking Bob Backlund get another run? You know, he's doing like fucking like 3,000 squats a day still. He's like fucking 87.
I was about to ask if he's still alive.
Oh yeah, he's still fucking alive. Dude, don't besmirch fucking Backlund, bro. Howdy doody, he's fucking living forever, man. Motherfucker's a legend. Just some fucking really oddball, or we just go fucking full blood money and just start requesting everybody who's not alive anymore.
Yeah,
just be like, no, I want to see the Ultimate Warrior and Yokozuna. Bring them to me. Fly them over. We can't do that. We can't, Sheik, sir. We can't do that. Why not? This is who I request. This is who we want to see. There's some logistics.
Yeah.
We need to. Can you just imagine like John Laurinaitis? Oh, hey, pal.
Keep going. That was great.
Hey, we don't know if we can get those guys. There might be a little logistic issue and stuff going on.
Okay, I want CM Punk.
Well, I'm really gonna have to talk to the boss about this one. I'm not sure what his current status is.
Daniel Bryan?
Oh, can we bring over his wife instead? That's my daughter. That's my stepdaughter.
What's that son of the American Dream? Cody, where's Cody?
Oh, we probably got a better shot at bringing Dusty. Would you want Dusty here? We might be able to pull that off. Dude, can you just how the fucking I don't know. I couldn't even take it serious. I couldn't. This is why I couldn't work for that company, because I'd be like, I can't take this fucking job seriously. Like I would lose my shit. Somebody's requesting to see we want to see the Undertaker and Yokozuna go at it, and be like, no, I don't know when that's ever gonna happen.
It's gonna be in the big. They'll be going against the Road Warriors the next time they team up.
And if you're still here, you're not gonna see it either. So sorry about that.
Yeah.
But fuck, man, like that shit's funny. Now I don't know. There's a lot of fucking really good ones. There's a lot of crazy ones, a lot of funny ones. But honestly, like, who makes more sense than Jericho though?
No, nobody. But you know what? Looking at the other way around though, what I do want. I want the R-Truth traveling show. I want R-Truth to show up on Impact. I want R-Truth to show up in AAA.
The fucking tweet you said.
Yes. I want that so bad.
Oh, dude, I was in my office at work. I fucking lost it. I literally was like fucking laughing. Like, holy shit. That because I just pictured in my head. I was like, that is fucking beautiful.
There's nothing better than the My Bad R-Truth. My bad. Come on, dude.
Dude, just backstage segment. Let's just set the picture. It was Sicily, 1933. No, just fucking.
The origins of Joey K.
That's a fucking Golden Girls reference. R.I.P. All the Golden Girls now. But fuck, dude, that just the setting backstage, and then Truth just shows up like, oh my bad. I thought this was Raw. Like looking around, like. And I hate when people don't do it. I don't know who the fucking original creator of it is, but props to you, whoever fucking wrote that original tweet. That was fucking classic. That is a fucking goal to watch on any professional wrestling show out there.
Imagine
Steven
he
Truth to show
rolls up a random champion from any promotion, takes the belt and tries to run off with it. Has to come back and give it back with my bad.
Oh my God. Could you even fucking imagine?
Dude, I'd die. I would die.
Oh,
That needs to happen.
holy shit. Like that would be like just fucking beautiful. I know a lot of people would have a problem with it. I know a lot of fans would be like, this is bullshit and all that. I don't give a fuck, dude. I've been a wrestling fan for 35 fucking years. I would laugh my fucking balls off so hard watching that. Just to be, and like it's a throwaway. And honestly, it's a throwaway. It's just a funny fucking gimmick, whatever. 100% worth it. Like I that's a fucking goal right now. I want to see that happen in the wrestling world. That's out there in the universe now for 2022. That needs to fucking happen. I don't give a fuck what show it is either. It could be Impact. It could be fucking. Hey, everybody's fucking got shows WrestleMania weekend, yeah, in fucking Texas. So,
dude, everybody's got it on the same damn night too.
Yeah, I know, right? Jesus Christ! All right, so what is it? The Friday night now they have
Ring of Honor's Supercard.
Okay.
Just announced NJPW Strong, but they're saying there'll be NJPW regulars there too, and meet and greet opportunities. And shit, what was the other one? It was NJPW, ROH, and Impact is having a show.
Dude, fuck, man.
Yeah.
That's hard. That's fucking tough because that's a lot of shows. And with Mania being split to 2 nights, it really takes a night away.
Yeah.
Are they doing a Hall of Fame this year?
I have no idea. It's in Dallas, so I mean, who are they going to put in? Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Again?
Yeah, why not? It's in Dallas. The Undertaker? Oh, Taker. That's a good one, actually.
Taker would make a lot of sense. I don't know.
Because it's Dallas.
It's Dallas, and he's legit seeming to be retired at this point. Well, yeah, Hall of Famer, but I'm just saying he's legit, like, he's retired at this point.
Yeah,
he's been on the trail of I'm Mark Calloway for a fucking year plus now. So
once he broke kayfabe, that was all for the Undertaker. Undertaker died the moment he said he's Mark Calloway. I
think that actually helped him. You know, look, don't get me wrong, I don't fucking know shit from shit about it, but I would just assume that probably helped him to kind of, okay, that's a wrap. I said everything I needed to say with this character, did everything I needed to do in the ring, going down as one of the all-time greats. So he can just be himself. I think
got a beautiful wife. I mean, they're doing well with real estate and shit. It's time just to live the good life.
Yeah, the fucking Stone Cold interview.
Yep,
was a big one. Him on the Rogan podcast too. I don't know if you heard that. That was a fucking really great show too, where he's just like, God, you're like, God damn, I waited 30 fucking plus years to hear this shit.
To hear the real you.
Yeah, to hear like the real stories, the real shit. Because I mean, he's the last one who lived the fucking gimmick. Yeah. I mean, nobody else.
Why they did the gargle shots? Freaking amazing.
Oh my God! Like there's so many good stories, and you're just like, you know, you always hear about like the fucking BSK, right?
Yep.
But then, like, you finally get to hear Taker talk about it because he never did, because he's always fucking gimmick.
He's always Taker.
Always Taker, and so I think I would assume that probably helped him kind of bury that, and you know, kind of like
helped him bury the Undertaker.
Pun intended. No, but seriously, kind of put that away to say like that's the end of my run. This is it. There's finality to it, and I think he's done fucking pretty great in the interviews and hearing the shit that they talk about, like, you know, and stories and his fucking coming up and all that. Like, I love hearing that shit. I do. I love hearing the old timers talk about the old days, man. Fucking coming up and what they had
Cutting
to do.
dues.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of old timers, I'll hit on this one too. Motherfuckers. You know, I might say something nice about WWE once in a while, but goddamn it, they just know how to fucking just grind my fucking gears. Goddamn, they fired William Regal. Motherfucking I swear to fucking God, dude. That there's a lot of people who will go out there like, oh, so and so is the greatest wrestler, never to win a fucking title. If you don't put fucking William Regal in at least your top 3 of that, you can go fuck yourself.
To never be a world heavyweight champion. He deserved it.
His
gimmick was so good. Just anti-American, straight up English dude. You wanted to punch him in the face. He was greatness.
Yeah, he was a perfect fucking heel.
Yeah.
And he's a legit fucking dude. Like he came up in fucking like, you know, that European, that fucking England strong style, that like
Yep.
almost like fucking bar fighting type like mentality. Like
there's only
fuck,
two
man.
guys in his era of, and he's one of them, William Regal and Fit Finley. Those are the only two guys who legitimately could whoop anyone's ass. You
Fit
can't
was
tell
a
me
bad
otherwise.
motherfucker. Fit still is a bad motherfucker. Like,
Fit's
I'm
a
not
bad
even.
motherfucker. He's a tiny, angry little Irishman.
Oh, dude, he's one of those guys. They don't make them like that anymore.
No.
And you know, a lot of the success of NXT, like, you know, even the guys, the biggest stars in NXT say this. So I'm not speaking out of school here, saying NXT would not have the success and everything they had without William Regal, without guys like that. And it's just like, what the fuck? And how about this? Fucking Samoa Joe. How many times are these motherfuckers going to fire Samoa Joe? Jesus fucking Christ. I
have
mean,
a record.
Although I did see a great meme as soon as he got fired, somebody's like, Polynesian Pete is all elite or some shit. And I just fucking lost my mind. I was like, oh my God, why? Why is that going to be stuck in my head for the next fucking 4 years?
We need Polynesian Pete.
Polynesian Pete, bro. I'm fucking all about it. But no, like, you know, God damn it, man. Regal's a motherfucker. He's like the last of that fucking run, the last of that line. You know, there's a lot of guys that even after Regal came out, like guy like Nigel McGuinness, before, you know, his fucking terrible injuries cut his career short.
Yeah.
He had that like grit, that real. I fucking hate Edge for using that. Fucking
grit.
Because it's a good fucking term to describe some things, unless you're using it to describe yourself. Then you're just a pretentious fucking douche. I'm sorry.
You have grit.
Yeah, I can't wait till Beth Phoenix comes out with the Brood entrance next too. Holy fucking shit! Whatever.
Oh, you had to had to get that in.
Yeah, yeah, dude, it's overused. Used it once, cool. Used it the second time, I was like, get fucked.
I mean,
stop it.
And the sad thing is that the first time they used it, they stopped Gangrel from getting paid because he was supposed to show up in AEW and he didn't because of the Brood entrance.
I know. That's a fucking dick move and a half.
They keep doing it. Gangrel's probably at home.
Wasn't he at the Performance Center helping out down there too for a while? God
Yep.
damn, man. They just fuck him over any which way they can. And Jesus Christ, he was married to Luna Vachon. Like, fuck, bro. He's been in the trenches taking fucking grenades. Just fucking loony grenades left and right. Didn't she like fucking like try to like murder him a couple times or some shit?
They divorced because he felt like she was really gonna do it this time.
He was like, she's really gonna fucking kill me. I gotta go. Like, bro, like that's some scary shit. Anyhow,
it must have been amazing though. It must have been like the craziest, like just what you're saying, nipple clamps right there, man.
Oh, dude, she was wild. She's a fucking legend too. That's another.
Yeah, she is. Pour some out for Luna Vachon.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Because her in ring, I mean, I know, and that's the sad part is so many WWE fans at the time, WWF, just remember her as like a fucking valet. She's a sideshow. She's a valet. She's nothing, but she's a fucking worker, man. I'll put her up there. She's in that fucking like Sherry Martel class where you're just like, oh, Sherry, she's this fucking perfect valet. She's a great heel valet for whoever she's coming out with. But the truth is, she can fucking work with any of the boys because she's a fucking badass, dude.
Actual female wrestlers back when WWE didn't care how they wrestled, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much. They were just fucking sideshows. They were afterthoughts. They were somebody to fill time at a house show somewhere, you know, which sucks. You know, it sucks. There's a lot of women in that category, unfortunately, from the 70s, 80s, 90s. I mean, we speak so fondly about like Alundra Blaze at this point, but Alundra Blaze in fucking early 90s WWF, like, if you think she was anything more than a sideshow or packaged that way, it's sad. You actually really, unless you really paid attention to her matches, like, I mean, to me, personally, the fucking feud she had with Bull, like that was fucking money. Because Bull, she's another one.
Yep.
Bull Nakano, she was a fucking monster who could go. And they would fucking have these epic matches. But I just distinctly remember WWE programming just like, oh yeah, here's this. Just watch this for the next 5-10 minutes.
Here's your bathroom break.
Yeah, that's how it was portrayed by WWE. Not saying that's how I viewed it, but how WWE would portray it. And fucking sucked. It was garbage.
Yeah.
But nowadays we go back and we think so kindly and so fondly on them. They deserved a lot more at the time, for sure. Plus, she's a bad motherfucker, man. She straight up threw that WWF Women's title in the fucking trash can. And anybody who watches that clip now doesn't understand how fucking crazy that shit was back then. Holy fuck. She was just like, boop, done. Go fuck yourself.
So, to stop sounding like old people, let's bring it to something new before we wrap this up. Because you've gone back to Luna Vachon, Bull Nakano.
Oh, yeah.
Just fucking Medusa / Electra Blaze. Half of our audience is not even probably even know who these people are. And if you don't, you need to go look them up. They're really good.
The fucking 12 of them should actually learn. I'm just saying.
Maybe the 12 of them already know people like Rock and Robin, so we don't have to worry about that.
DDJ's facts about Rock and Robin next week. It's going to be awesome.
DDJ will give you a whole rundown of everybody's matches.
You guys know that she was the first. I'm like, I didn't know, man. I really didn't know, bro. But now I know.
She was actually the sister of Jake the Snake, dude.
Oh yeah, she was in the fucking Dark Side of the Ring.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that was probably one of the more fucked up episodes of Dark Side of the Ring.
Not named Brian Pillman, yeah.
What's that?
That one and Brian Pillman.
No, I mean, I think the fucking Jake the Snake one was. I say Jake the Snake, but it's really his whole family.
That's how bad it was.
That one was fucked up. I mean, dude, that had fucking rape, molestation, fucking kidnapping, like some of the darkest fucking shit that you can have. Like
a good weekend for Joey K.
Wow. Okay.
Just joking.
That was slightly offensive. No, but no,
talking about nipple clamps. But now all that's out the door. No,
dude, nobody's getting fucking molested. Okay, Jesus Christ. God, DJ, we need you.
I know we need you. See, this is what happens.
This is what happens. We can't be trusted. No, I think that was one of the fucking darker episodes, and there's some dark shit. Dark Side of the Ring has some very dark shit and dark topics. And
I like that they go there though, because they haven't shied away from anything yet.
They do. I mean, they're all about ruining people's careers, but
yeah,
helicopter. Tommy Dreamer, Ric Flair.
Tommy Dreamer. Dreamer's just because he was old, man. Dreamer's protecting the locker room. That's what he always does with his freaking ugly ass haircut.
The fucking hair. Anyway, I don't even want to get started. I'll give you 10 minutes on that fucking stupid hair. No, it's kind of fucked up because, look, we're in a fucking time where you kind of have to say something about stuff like that now. Yeah. So even if you're discussing the situation and what you saw in your viewpoint, you're gonna get fucked over. Unless it's the mass opinion nowadays, which is kind of shitty, but it's the way the world works. But Dark Side of the Ring is definitely not afraid to go there. They are not afraid to put their shit out there and be like, yeah, we're gonna fucking talk to you about, fucking what's his name, fucking Herb Abrams from UWF, just fucking out there, just fucking naked doing coke, got porn stars in his office. He's all baby
found him in his boots,
dude. Or what the fuck? Who's the dude who had fucking the porn events? God, what episode was that? What was the dude who just had his own porn production company? No, it was just on this season. I can't remember what that episode was about. Like, there's some fucking wild shit, man. The Benoit episodes are pretty fucking dark because,
Yeah.
you know, we all kind of know the story at this point, and then seeing like
Everything in the photos, the police
seeing
photos.
the police photos, seeing Nancy's family like
Yeah.
speak out. We're seeing fucking Benoit's older son,
David.
Yeah, thank you. He like it's just like fucking cringy, but you can't look away type shit.
Yeah,
Like,
he looks so
yeah.
much like his dad. Like it's
Oh
just
my fucking god.
it's horrible. Like I would love to see that kid wrestle, even though there's no way in hell he gets a speck of Chris Benoit in him. Because you know, Benoit wasn't made. That wasn't like God-given talent. That was just rage.
Yeah.
Fucking cold in Alberta and the dungeon made that man.
Dude, Canada will do some wild shit to people. I mean, when it's fucking cold and snowy and fucking, I don't know, I assume dark. I don't fucking know shit about fuck when it comes to Alberta. But either way, like, I just feel like it kind of fucking changes you a little bit. It's
just a little depressing. Just a little.
Yeah. I mean, you need a place that has like fucking 4 seasons, like different climate. I don't know. Canada scares me.
Let's try to reel that in here. What do you think is a good episode for Dark Side to maybe look into that hasn't been done yet?
Oh man, that's really hard. Because they've hit so many fucking things.
Yeah.
You know, and even in subtle ways, they hit a lot of things. When they talk, they did an episode about New Jack, you know, again, somebody we lost in 2021, you know, but that hits a lot of ECW shit. So it's like, where are you really going to get? You know, I don't know. You know, they hit some bigger ones too that I didn't expect. The fucking steroid trial.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, they hit that. Like, that was a good episode. I know some people were kind of on it, but I enjoyed it because I remember a lot of that shit.
Right.
I mean, of course, they hit Benoit, they hit Owen Hart, they hit fucking, you know, all these, like, a lot of major talent who's passed away. I don't know. I don't even know where they go next. What's another story that they can throw out there? I can't even. I'll have to think about it because that's one. I don't know.
And that's my issue is because they've done 3 seasons. We've learned about people from the territorial days like Gino Hernandez. You've heard about the big names like your Chris Benoit's, to your moderately big names that people may not have known, like Luna Vachon, Mortis. Where do you keep going? Like where?
Canyon is a great episode. You know,
Canyon was a great episode. Yeah, the Mortis Canyon.
And then I start thinking back too, and I'm like, oh, here's a great one. And then all of a sudden it clicks in my head. Holy shit, that was 3 seasons ago. The fucking Von Erichs in the first episode, season. And I'm like, that's a fucking a tragic family story. But I'm like, holy fuck, they already did that, and they did it on the first season. So it's like 3 seasons now.
I think something that might be good to look into, man, is and this is just straight off the dome, you know. Like we're saying, the Gino Hernandez's, you got your mid, your uppers, everybody who's kind of been dwelling in there. But I really want to see a Buff Bagwell piece.
Ooh, yeah.
Because there was a lot of craziness with Buff and everything associated with what he may or may not have been doing in WCW towards the later end.
Yeah.
That could be a good show.
That's a good one. I was thinking, like,
shit, maybe even a DDP fucking couple of episodes with everybody he's helped at his freaking rehab center in his house.
Well, you know what? That's actually a good one. It made me think Scott Hall. I mean, I know a lot has been documented, but, you know, Scott Hall, like a Scott Hall, Jake Roberts double episode with DDP. Like, that's good because, I mean, talk about fucking almost tragic endings for 2 legends in the ring, and they were helped out by a really fucking good friend. Like, that's That's one of those ones that have a positive ending. I like that. I'll tell you something I was disappointed about though. The Pillman episode, and they don't mention his I know Brian Pillman Jr. was in there a lot, especially towards the end. It was a good build up story and all that. But they don't mention his other daughter who was killed. Back in 2000, was it 2012? Fuck, I don't remember. I guess technically his stepdaughter, right? It was Pillman's stepdaughter.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, she was killed in a car accident. She was driving to a show. She was a wrestler, and she was driving to a show, and she was in a single car accident and passed away. That. Like, I was a little disappointed they didn't mention anything about her.
Yeah, at least a side notice.
Yeah. I mean, I get they focused on Brian Jr. and things like that, but still, I don't know, man. There's some stories out there. I'm sure there's plenty of stories out there for people, but they hit so much shit. They really do.
In only 3 seasons, they've covered a lot of questions that fans have been wanting to know.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they really have. They really have. Do we ever have a real in-depth dive of, I mean, I know we got the fucking, I don't know. How about we just get like one on fucking Vince Russo being an asshole?
You can't do that. That has a good story at the end too, because Russo found God and he's no longer that guy, bro.
Dude, I go to church, bro.
That's right.
I pray to Jesus, bro. You know, like fucking whatever.
Have you ever heard about our Lord and Christ, Jesus Christ, bro?
Yeah, man. Do you know that Jesus died for your sins, bro?
What have you ever done for your sins, bro?
Yeah, you wouldn't die for your sins, but I'll tell you who would: Jesus and Tank Abbott, bro. No, how about this? How about they have a Vince Russo fucking Jim Cornette celebrity boxing episode?
I'd pay to see that.
I would fucking fly to see that somewhere. I would pay top dollar for that shit.
As much as Cornette said that he stopped eating bad, he started getting on a diet, eating healthier, so he can outlive Russo to piss on his grave. How much do you hate somebody to say, I'm changing my whole life so I don't die before you, so I could piss on your grave?
First of all, that is a lot of fucking personal motivation, and that should be commended. That's willpower. That's motivation. That's a lot, dude. I respect a man's hustle who's like, dude, I'm gonna stop eating these fucking double cheeseburgers and start fucking eating more salad just so I can piss on your fucking grave because I'm gonna outlive you. That's fucking dedication, bro. That's a commitment to your craft.
Talk about kayfabe right there, boy. That's some true grit kayfabe.
Fucking A. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's some stories out there. There's some stories to hit. But yeah, that's for them to decide. I don't know. I don't know how deep they can go or want to go. Although at this point, I think they can go as deep as they want.
They do pretty much whatever they want.
They did the McMahon fucking steroid scandal, bro. Like
They covered Benoit. What else is a no-no in the wrestling community?
They've really hit the fucking most taboo subjects you possibly can.
Yeah, and I had no idea Kanyon was gay. That blew my mind.
For real, you didn't know?
I didn't know that. No.
Stop.
I didn't.
Are you fucking on me right now?
I'm dead serious.
Stop. No, you're not serious, dude.
Who better? How is that gay? Who better? Kanyon.
Yeah, but I mean, like, even after like he passed away, like, you didn't know that he was fucking. You didn't know he was gay.
I didn't know.
God damn, bro.
I know.
I mean, that got out there afterwards, which actually kind of caught me, like, because I was like, wow, like, you know. But the bigger thing, like, sexuality, like, I don't give a fuck about sexuality. Like,
I don't either, because I mean,
like
nowadays
whatever you want and being whatever you want.
And that's the thing, because I mean, nowadays it's not an issue, but back then for him to, feel like he did, that's pretty sad, dude.
Yeah, it is. It's kind of fucking tragic and heartbreaking, and that was the thing that got to me because after he had passed away, sadly, it kind of gets out there, and I was like, holy shit, like. And then it triggered me to think, and what they did touch on the episode was like, man, what was it like being around fucking the boys club where you have to hide that shit
Yeah.
so much and can't be yourself. No wonder it fucking drives you insane. And that's really kind of shitty. And what's really shitty too is a lot of people who were on that episode were like, dude, we love you just the same. It doesn't fucking matter to us. And
Yeah.
like that was probably the most tragic, heartbreaking thing because he hid that from everybody that he was close to that basically said it wouldn't have made a fucking difference to
But
us. We
here's
still
the
love him.
thing. Maybe it's that one person he did tell made it such a big issue where he couldn't tell anybody
Could
else.
be. Yeah. I mean, it could be. I don't know. You know, and that's sad. Like
Yeah.
that's a fucking, and that's, you know, I'm not gonna say it's super dark, but it's a pretty heartbreaking fucking thing
Yeah.
to like
He just
that
couldn't be
led him.
himself.
Yeah. And that led him to a path to, you know, he just didn't want to fucking exist anymore. And
Yeah.
like that's real fucking sad, man. That's some terrible shit.
Oh, I got one.
What?
This is gonna be a heartbreaker too.
But
Damn it,
hey,
I don't
time
want.
out. Shout out to Canyon for fucking like they highlighted the fact that modern wrestling right now, he was doing shit that people are only doing today, and he was doing it 20 plus years ago. Like
Yeah,
he was
no,
a bad motherfucker.
he was a young buck.
Dude, as fucking Mortis, like
Yeah.
holy shit. Like he was fucking legendary and like he was fucking mid-carded out in WCW. Anyway, go on.
They didn't know how to use him.
No, they didn't.
But yeah, that hurts my heart.
Yeah. What do you
But
got?
another one that will hurt our hearts. The episode that is finally going to come out eventually on Hana Kimura.
Oh, yeah.
That episode will be rough.
That'll be really rough because that's a fucking another tragic story.
Yeah.
You know, fucking online cyberbullying is no fucking joke, dude.
No.
And that poor girl,
Yeah.
you know, she had a whole fucking life ahead of her. You know,
Yeah.
just that's good. Yeah, I mean, I think that'll eventually come up. That'll eventually be an episode if they continue the series on and stuff like that. But that's going to be a real fucking terrible story. But it should be a fucking eye-opening wake up for the IWC for a lot of people who fucking tune in and watch Dark Side of the Ring to be fucking better human beings. Because
Hopefully sees themselves in that shit that happened and wants to change themselves.
Yeah. I mean, if you're cyberbullying a 20-something-year-old girl, she's a kid. I'm sorry. You know, we're older, you know, on this show, we're an older crowd. That girl could have fucking been my daughter. Like that fucking bothers the shit out of me. To the point where she did not want to fucking be here anymore.
You know what?
That's terrible, man.
It's time. This is our one per episode. IWC. Do better.
Fucking do better, man. That shit needs to stop, dude. You can fucking not like a character. And that's the whole point of professional wrestling. You have characters you enjoy, you have characters you fucking hate. You cheer, you boo, whatever. But to take that shit out on an actual person and to be a fucking terrible scumbag to a real person in their real life, that's fucked up, dude. Do better. Do fucking better. You know,
man, I don't want to go home on a sad note. Joey K, give us a story, do something, lift our spirits so we can let these people go home on a happy note.
All right, so here's one time. My mom's a fucking real one, man. My mom is an absolute real one. She I watched my mom almost beat the shit out of one of my teachers. Got in her face, threatened her, gripped her up, was ready to fucking throw down. So I was in this preschool. Ironically enough, the school was terrible. It was a terrifying building. It was haunted. I swear to God, it was haunted. It was a very scary building. But I went to preschool there, and I got in trouble for something. And I had to go stand in the hallway, and we had these like little like fucking wooden cubbies where you hang up your fucking book bags and coats and stuff like that. And my teacher had screamed at me, and I was terrified to go back in and tell her that I had to go to use the bathroom. The other part that terrified me was the bathroom was downstairs, and this building was dark, and it was really creepy, and I didn't want to go down there anyway. So I was really debating it the whole time, and I was holding it in, and I ended up just fucking absolutely pissing in my pants.
Damn.
And I just stayed there. I just stayed in the cubby. I didn't leave. I was just like standing out in the hallway. This bitch made me stand out there for at least a fucking hour or so. So when she finally comes out the hallway and sees that I have now pissed myself, she's like, starts yelling at me for pissing my pants. And I'm like a little kid, right? I'm like 17. So no, I'm a little kid. So they have to call my mom. So they call my mom, and my mom comes in there, like you heard the fucking glass break. Oh hell yeah! And she comes in there, fucking full on up in that teacher's face. Who the fuck do you think you are? Like she went off, and I'm like, oh shit, mom's gonna beat the shit out of my teacher. Holy shit, this was wild. She went off. This woman's trying to backtrack. My mom's like, shut the fuck up. Like going off in front of a whole bunch of 4-year-olds. It was fucking bananas. Needless to say, we were escorted from the premises. And never had an incident with that teacher again. That was for fucking sure. She never fucking yelled at me for a single other thing the entire time I was there. Also, side note, school burned down. Was not me. It was not my fault, nor my parents. My mother's fault, not hers at all either. We were cleared of all investigation. So
there's no statute of limitation on school burning there, my friend. I'd be careful with that.
I'm just saying, we have a complete alibi. There was nothing out of the sorts. I was at home watching Jeopardy.
Right. I'll take S words for 2000, Alex.
No, the school caught on fire like years later. It was really weird and ridiculous, but that place was fucking haunted anyway. So, and never saw that teacher again. She just disappeared. She probably disappeared with the fire. I don't know. I don't think that happened. That's all alleged. Allegedly. She
went with the school.
I have no idea. Anyhow, so that's the time I pissed my pants at school. Also. We can circle this full round where I almost shit my pants at school. I shit myself on the bus instead. Really rolled it up.
Did you not make it to the school, or was this going home from school?
This was going home. I rolled the dice.
Okay.
See, I'm not a public shitter. I can't use a public restroom. If you tell me I have to use a public restroom, icky. No, I can't do it. It's fucking disgusting. People are dirty. People are gross, and like. And for anybody listening out there, if you've never been to a fucking public restroom where you haven't like stood in a puddle of someone else's piss, or like, wow, looks like somebody literally used the toilet seat to wipe their asshole clean, and there's just shit everywhere and it's just smeared and fucking caked on, like, dude, you haven't lived. Okay, so I have this problem. I go in this fucking every time I go to a public restroom, man. There's always like somebody's shit is on the like who wipes shit on a wall?
Yeah.
What kind of fucking human being are you to just take your own fucking your own mitt and just scoop like fucking soup ladle a fucking nug out and just right on just smear it right across the wall? And ironically enough, try to write somebody's name. Like, okay, I don't know why they would be impressed that you wrote their name and shit. But, I mean, okay, are you practicing your handwriting skills, finger painting skills? I don't know. But I've been to places like that. It fucks me up. So, I hate going to fucking public restrooms, man. Unless it's fucking A1 absolute emergency, I'm going to fucking die. Yeah, that's what happens. Anyhow, couldn't shit at school. Couldn't shit at school. Rolled the dice. Rolled the dice hard. That was not a fart. It was a lump.
Sucks.
It was a lump, and I was just like,
So would you say you crapped out after rolling the dice?
I fucking took that walk of shame from the back of the bus all the way to the front with a whole fucking lump in my trousers, and I was just like, it's what it is, bro.
Emergency exit. Just go out the back.
Because the buzzer goes off, dude. It's like somebody trying to like fart, and they're like, oh, let me cough, and they're like, just like fucking nasty fucking ass blast out there. No, like you can't fucking hide that, bro. Like you can't hide that. They'll be like, why did he go out the emergency exit? Why is there doo-doo falling out of his pants? Like that's fucked up, dude. They're gonna know. We're gonna know. So you just fucking bear it up. At least they might just think you only fucking farted really bad when you walk by. Like fucking whatever, dude. But It's really funny though to me nowadays, like that. Yeah, like I've shit myself plenty of times, and ironically enough, the older I get, the funnier it gets that I shit my pants. Like my kids are like, I know what you're gonna do. I'm like, don't fucking tempt me, dude. They've been speeding down the highway with me to get back home because daddy's like fucking sweating and not gonna make it and sitting all funny and shit. I remember I got sick. This is like a couple years ago. I got sick on a car ride home. I went and had dinner with my daughter. She was at her mom's house that night. So I dropped her off and I'm like heading back home. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm like 25 minutes away from home. And I'm like it was the beginning of me getting the flu. Just so I'm like,
just to make it,
I was like, something's not settling right. So I just don't feel good at all. But it's not like the food was bad. Like something is really wrong. I'm on the phone, I'm fucking like, Bluetoothing it with the wife. I'm like, babe, I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. And she's like, what? I was like, seriously, something's wrong. And she's like, you better get home. I'm like, oh my God, it's not going to happen. And just a fucking liquid squirt just right out. Next thing you know, I'm like straight up leaning up on the seat, like trying not to touch. My fucking jeans are all soggy in the back. I had to fucking walk ashamed back to my front door. Fucking neighbors out looking like, why is he walking funny? Because there's shit dribbling down my leg, man. That's why I'm walking funny.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are not a man or a woman until you officially shit yourself. This has been Shooting Shits. Look at our socials on the page. That if you're watching this on YouTube, find it in the description. We're going to let you go home with that before Joey K tells us about every single time he's ever shit himself in public. Once again, I've been Giovanni Tuhati. This is Shooting Shit. That's Joey K. Joey K, tell the people good night.
People, good night.
And that's the way the news goes. We miss you, DDJ.
Do not forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Follow the show on Twitter at SHOOTINSHT, and thanks for listening.